And what's going on? It is the almighty OG Raw Report. I am the people's OG, aka Mr. White, and my running partner, the freshman, the almighty freshman.
Yes, sir. Popper.
Yeah, that is true. You know, goddamn, bringing the raw recap.
No, I got a damn disorder, and keep waking me up.
Yes. Recapping raw.
No, I got a damn sleeping disorder. You know I got a sleeping disorder.
Wake your ass up.
I'm woke, goddammit.
We recapping raw, all things that happened Monday night. And this week's OG old school conversation, we're gonna be compiling and going down and discussing the all-time great technical wrestlers of all time. We have a list, but we're going to expound on that list and who should be on that list, and even those that may not be on the list. This is a conversation, and I threw the invitations out there, especially those who are the filthy, made nasty delinquents. The Eddie Guerreros, the Dean Malenkos, the Kurt Angles, the goddamn Vern Gagnes, the Jack and Jerry Briscoes, the Harley Races. You know what I'm saying? Rick Martell's of the world. This is going to be that conversation. So, you know what I'm saying? Button up, tighten up, and you know what I'm saying? Get it in and get it all in. A lot of us thought that Brock was done, but I guess they all threw us a curveball on that shit.
Nah, it wasn't a curve. It wasn't a curveball. Now, what they're doing with Brock is he's still retired. He just wanted to get a lick back on over 50. That's all it is. He just wanted to get his lick back. He's still retired. He don't want to be obligated to them no goddamn more. I mean, he don't want to have to goddamn leave that big ass farm ranch up there in damn Minnesota. Out of obligation. Now he can just show up, L5 a motherfucker, and then go home.
Shit, he laid about 4 of them out there.
Yeah.
So that may be some maybe SummerSlam action, maybe. I mean, for him
they said it was supposed to be for the main event.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be what?
For the main event. He already got his name signed on it and everything. He just got to get over the sign.
Yeah. And
what Saturday night main event?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Or is it,
okay.
No. Is it the Italy theme?
You might be right there, because that Italy is being damn sure wasn't selling no tickets.
Yeah. Yeah. He helping him sell tickets. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. That's the Italy.
Brock, damn, my goddamn age. Brock, trust me, Brock through.
Yeah, that abdomen issue, you know what I'm saying, and that back surgery, because he dropped a tweet on it about it after you know what I'm saying, he threw up the X sign and left the shoes and the gloves in the ring that night. And all signs were pointed to. I mean, because even wifey was like, my baby coming home, tweeting and saying. So, and even his daughter had something to tweet. you know, what I'm saying, from the development center. Even she had something to tweet. So all time would point to it was like done and over with. But shit, that Monday night was a shocker.
Wheel of Three said somebody has an echo, muffled echo.
Mm. I don't know. I don't hear it, but y'all hear it.
It might be me.
Yeah.
It might be me.
The guy to come back in.
All right, that's taking a chance. Now that's taking a chance.
You might fall asleep in between.
Don't stop me, freshman. Don't stop me. Now.
It don't
You want a
take
good guy.
it don't take but about 10 seconds, man. Just die down and come back in.
About 10 seconds for him to sleep too.
Right. Freshman, you want a good guy now. Don't. You want a good guy. Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that, freshman.
Well, we seen another run in between the vision, the prophets itself, and that thing seemed to be turning up. I'm thinking that's going to end up them going and teaming up together, because the bigger of the prophets came down to help Steph. That thing getting kind of breezy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I give them some credit on you know what I'm saying, the route, and you know what I'm saying, how they're feeding that, you know what I'm saying, leading up to, you know what I'm saying, the next few, and then probably getting something, you know what I'm saying, scattered up for SummerSlam as far as the belts are concerned. I'm loving the way the prophet. I think what's going on between the prophets itself. I kind of like it, the way that they're you know what I'm saying, doing it. I mean, you got to have some type of drama. You know what I'm saying? You got eat up sometimes some kind of way. Yeah. What you think?
Yeah, I do. I kind of agree with you on that too. I kind of think the vision is kind of outplaying. You know what I'm saying? Played out. I think it's time to take the belts off them and put them on somebody else. They start to kind of, it's time to put them, do something else with them. I'd rather see somebody else with the title. This whole Logan Paul and Austin Theory is vision.
I mean, well, Big Bronson is on his way back. So
to bring to it that they already.
I mean that'll complete the 4-man, and shit. Maybe a Survivor Series run, or War Games, maybe something to that effect.
I'm kind of with Prove It. I think it ran its course. I think it didn't ran its course. The vision, like, kind of started it with Steph, and you let Bron take it over, and then it's like, and the reason I'm saying is because it's not leading to nothing really.
I mean, you done cut up or you know what I'm saying, fired, you know what I'm saying, a few factions. So I mean, what you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then you're taking the big picture long route, you know what I'm saying, with the bloodline, first family, you know what I'm saying, build up and whatnot.
Man, Triple H goddamn big chin, long nose ass, just trying to play damage control. He trying to fucking play damage control because he know he's losing a lot of the fans because he's taking a major hit on cutting Kyrie Sane, the Y86, and the New Day. Like, what the fuck you cut them for?
Right. That's it. It hurt my heart the other night watching Kyrie Sane over there at AEW, man. I'm just like,
She did go to AEW.
yeah. Her and Mercedes had a match, you know, and broke character at the Boo Hood at being in the ring together.
I don't cry and shit.
Yeah.
Cause Mercedes ain't nothing but a big ass whip. Yeah, a lot of people be buying that boss CEO shit.
I think
she a big softy.
You know,
she'll sucker for that crying shit. She just like Ric Flair and goddamn Ric Flair to cry and drop and die, but we all know he's an old drunk now. So
they were happy to see each other, and, you know, and then all the other stuff, you know.
Cause see now every time the WWE do some dumb shit, and the AEW gonna be waiting with open arms. And now what Tony Khan's gonna do? He's gonna add us an extra zero or a couple of extra zeros to Mercedes check. He finna slick use her as a recruiter. So now she in there talking about, I told y'all so. I told y'all they wasn't shit.
Right. Let me see. We have
somebody up on the fan. Who up on their fan?
That's right. Go in and come back out. That's coming from you. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Right there.
But,
Let's see what.
Yeah, they knew they screwed up. That's why it's supposed to be a 90-day clause, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. Cutting all them and then he not knowing what
I'm
to do
on
with.
one here. Everybody gone.
You can't hear me?
Oh, what's up, everybody?
You can't hear?
I get that come back.
You can't hear?
You can't hear us?
I just got back from the beach, y'all. I had a good old time. Old Truth had a good time.
That nigga can't hear nobody.
Oh
He
man,
can't hear nothing.
I was walking around holding up my phone, y'all. I was holding up my phone, and I had the Cash App signal.
He can't hear that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The black women up there.
Can you hear something? Can you hear that, nigga?
But a few of the white women did.
True. This nigga can't hear nothing.
You gonna have to call Hill.
That regular ass phone.
I don't know. Well, I can't hear them, so I guess I got to go out and come back.
Yeah.
I guess I got to go back. I can't hear them.
Right.
Hey, Drew was having a whole nother show.
Right.
Hey, at least he kept the train rolling, though. He kept the train rolling. Oh man. Oh, that was funny.
Right.
But yeah, no, like you were saying, yeah. Them cutting everybody and stuff, yeah. So it's gonna have to, but they need to. That means he needs to go ahead and start cycling in more people.
Can you hear now? Can you hear now?
Yeah, I can hear. Goddamn.
Okay. All right.
You know what they need to do? They need to go back to. They need to have one of them old school classic Raw and SmackDown drafts like they did, like they used to.
Yeah.
I would love to see one of them.
Well, that's still not gonna. That's not gonna fix the problem.
Yeah, we got
Okay,
5
I
players.
mean,
That's the main problem.
you know, you 86 a whole faction and half of another one. And well, actually two factions if you want to be honest. And half of another one. I mean, I don't and you basically put a spear in Bray Wyatt's legacy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then honestly, I was kind of looking forward to Alexa joining the Wyatt Six. You know, having that happen, you nixed that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then actually that was a pretty good feud that was formulated between them and the NFTs. And you could, I mean, you mean to tell me you couldn't do nothing to play that up? That's a War Games match by a damn self. You know what I'm saying? That's a summer long feud by a damn self. I mean, you know, but man, you know, then you pretty much nixed the Kabuki Warriors. Kyrie said, "Fuck it." Oscar said, "Fuck it." But I get why Oscar did because you know what I'm saying she got lingering injuries that you know just wouldn't go away. You know, you know I guess that taking a toll. You know, she done been in the game 20 plus years from Japan to WWE. You know, when he went out again. What happened?
Yeah, he went out. I think he went out and he was supposed to come back in.
Yeah.
Might want to call him. Might have fell asleep.
I'm just, yeah, they got their lantern and got fired. Yeah, yeah. I was like, okay, you get the lantern back. And then that was set up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everything was there for that feud to, you know what I'm saying, pick up to another level. And then here it is. That shit. The whole damn faction gets fired and half of the other faction gets fired. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
None. That at all. You know, I mean, now we got okay, tribal warfare. Going, you know what I'm saying? The second
combat.
Tribal combat. You know what I'm saying? The second inception of that particular match. I mean, how much more physical can you get between these two motherfuckers?
Hey, they done jumped and whooped on
Right.
all up on. They put hands, feet, chair, and he want more.
I mean, you know, and you know what? Prove it. I mean, that's the thing. You have enough talent on all three brands: NXT, Raw, SmackDown. There is no reason for two of the three programs to be stale. There's no reason. There's no reason for you have to, you know what I'm saying, you to cut or fire veteran talent in order for the young talent to you know progress or step up. You go old school. You bring them up and you let them work their way up the lineup just like it used to be back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I understand, there's enough young talent that's in the development center that you ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, losing anything.
And that just means he don't know what he doing that much more.
Right. Actually, Jake about to have to acknowledge the tribal chief. Yeah, I would think that would be almost the optimal way to go. Um, with that, especially if the end goal is to bring the bloodline, you know what I'm saying, bring the bloodline back together, or you know what I'm saying, or create another. It's such like what I think it seemed to be coming as the first family. Is what seemed to be a lot of what's coming out of Roman's mouth in some of these promos and conversations. Um, if that's your end game, then
Yeah.
that's the route we, go. Okay, let's do it. The more physical, the more tribal, you know what I'm saying. Then boom, and in exception, and you bring the members of the family in and on, you know what I'm saying, all the way through. You know what I'm saying? That includes Naya, you know. You know what I'm saying? I was, and you know what I'm saying, and it was, even when it happened back when it did or how it did, I was shocked that Rock's daughter walked away.
Mm.
And I was waiting on that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the twin girls that's in the in the power plant, in the development plant that's working out. And they've been down there for a year. And I'm like, when the twins are coming? I was pretty much ready for a female version of the bloodline to happen. Shit, Naya, Naomi, Rock daughter, and the twins. Shit, I was expecting that. They had a whole promo picture of them. I'm like, damn, what's really going on?
Shoot, they probably seeing that that Triple H don't know what he doing, and he ain't gonna just let them come in just yet. He probably like, man, I'm gonna hold off. We're gonna have to get some stuff going on first, cause y'all not gonna come in and just ruin them.
I mean, it was like the stage was damn set. And I'm like, okay, the whole you finna have bloodline and the girl's bloodline, and they just finna roll out with this thing, and all of a sudden, bam, like you said, it just. I'm like, what the fuck? What's really going on? But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You got too much talent on the WWE roster on the whole, to be having to or trying to do things like this or having to do things like. There's no reason people should be getting laid off or fired, or dismissed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there should be a situation for everybody.
Yeah, everybody should have a good storyline.
Yeah, it should. There's enough talent on the roster on the whole. You know what I'm saying? And that should be a strong storyline for each belt. Right. Yeah. I mean, and then or each superstar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do we not remember them 3 years that Roman had the belt and everybody ate? And it seemed like when they took the belt off of Roman, everything went downhill for these 2 years.
Well, I guess that really lets you know who was running the show, Roman.
Yeah,
he was making this happen, making that happen, saying what was good and what wasn't. And hey, the moment that stopped.
Yeah. Looking like they'll give Sol Ruka a pretty good push. It's like the more she's on the microphone, the better she sounds. If she keep going upside Becky head.
Oh yeah. She definitely. Sol Ruka definitely got her got a bright future as long as
Hmm.
it's handled right. I would definitely love to see her in some more matches and stuff. Um, I would say at least two to three more before she gets a title shot. She got to win at least 2 to 3 before she gets one. And I would like for her to take the belt off of Becky. I wouldn't trip
I,
about
I
it.
mean, you think she takes the belt off of Becky and Italy?
No. Are they gonna be wrestling at Italy? I know they supposed to be doing something at main event, ain't they?
Is okay? You know what? That's right. They do got that title match on main event. I know you got Clash and Italy coming up.
Yeah. That's the bigger thing.
You know, so I believe that's where tribal combat is going to take place at the Clash. Um,
Yeah.
which means, and
That
I'm and I'm hoping that's where Zilla would debut.
mm,
You know, I mean, because the contract has been signed, he's on the roster, so it would stand to reason that should be his debut spot.
yeah, you take out Jacob and you take him and sit him on the shelf or whatever you do with him after that and just replace him with him.
I don't think they replace. I think Zilla gonna come in and stand with Jacob. Uh, um, you know, and it's so many ways that you can go with that with him coming in. You know, especially the way what I'm saying he been on social media with it.
Hmm.
You know, it's that I can see him coming in and teaming uh, with Jacob and paying tribute to their great grandfathers and being the Samoan SWAT team.
Mm. Yeah, that would be a
Yeah,
good thing.
because they were doing that on the indie circuit. Before Jacob, what I'm saying, came up. They would. I would like to see that happen. You know what I'm saying? The reconstitution of the Samoan SWAT team.
I mean, you have three fractions of it. You have the
Yeah,
solos, you have Jacobs, and then you have. I mean, you might as well say they taking over.
you know. SmackDown. What? What the hell? Where you hear that at? WWE SmackDown Donald Trump return. Why would you even? You know what? We talking about Triple H.
Yeah.
You know. You know what I'm saying? Um, on another note, Luke Wig, the dude that used to be with the ring general,
Yeah, got arrested.
got arrested. Um, imagine that. Uh, all I saw today, he got arrested. I don't know what he got arrested for.
I think Mike's put a video out. I think he said for assault.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay. All righty. Yeah, all right. Yeah. And I don't understand why they broke that little faction up. I thought that was, what I'm saying, Gunther and those two guys. They
Probably felt like Gunther could stand alone and didn't need. Oh boy.
there's nothing wrong with a good faction.
Yeah.
You know, um, you know, they need to go on and get them belts off of Paige and Brie. They need to do that ASAP.
I mean, don't they got a rematch with them? They had a rematch for them titles.
Well, they wrestled a couple of times in the house shows and had Brie and Paige pulling off miracle wins. You know, but they nothing on TV or in a PLE. I think that they should put their belts back on the Irresistible Forces.
I'm gonna have to look up the match because I could have sworn they had a match with them for them, but I have to look it back up.
Looking like something's gonna happen with him. With the situation concerning Solo and it you know what I'm saying, because he done came out to help Truth and Priest a couple of times, and then the word on that little situation, I think Truth in the call of the day. There's been retirement talks surrounding him. I mean, there may be a thing where he steps in and takes Truth's place as a tag champ. Maybe. He didn't came
for Truth to retire, but hey, man, get your check, young fella.
Yeah. That motherfucker older than Methuselah.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? People, that motherfucker 50.
Hey, but he's champ though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let
me see what else happened. When this motherfucker go to bring his head back in.
I would like to see a Soul Rika and Eno match for the Intercontinental.
Right.
A triple threat match, something like that. I think that'll be a fire story, little nice little storyline. I need a chance to put the belt on or give her another belt shot.
I need Hobbs, Oba, and Keith Lee in a triple threat tomorrow. Hey, I need Keith Lee back in the WWE. Me personally. I could. That's another person that they dropped the ball on, and you know what I'm saying, and just up out of the damn blue, dismissed or laid off with. I'm like, why would you do that? You got so much shit you could have done with Keith Lee. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just,
just yeah. We need a new direction.
Yeah,
a new leader.
Quickly. Let me see what else happened Monday. Shit. What else happened Monday? Okay.
Oh, wasn't that didn't they have that triple tag team match with the Luchas?
Oh yeah, that crazy shit.
Oh man. They had that. And what else happened?
Yeah. What else happened?
Of course, you had the Oba thing, you had the Jacob thing, you had the Soul Rika thing. We talked about those.
Yeah.
What's the name in the who is that? Finland. Oh, well, not Finland. For freaking I forgot what match that was. Um, they had Dominic. That'd be the dude that be running with Dominic.
Oh, JD,
Yeah,
JD McDonough.
yeah. They had a match, a street fight match,
Mm.
earlier that day. And
Drew is filming the movie. Drew McIntyre filming the movie. But yeah, okay. Now you want to talk about what they need to get Liv out of the Judgment Day, and you know, and or I mean, because
I think eventually that's going to be broken up. All that because y'all keep getting beat up by this one dude. How good are y'all together?
Right.
Y'all might as well go separate ways. And I think, and like you said, the other two girls, they can make their own little.
Raquel and Roxy.
Yeah.
Raquel and Roxanne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he should be on have some kind of title. Finn's been around long enough. I mean, at this particular juncture, he has a big enough name and a big enough following. He should have some. He should have a belt or be in some title picture. You know, we better be in the United States title, Intercontinental title, shit, even the world title.
You'll take the US off a trick.
I think they put that belt on him just a little bit too soon. And with the way that they're running, I mean, if you're gonna put that belt on Trick, it should be on a better run than what it is. I mean, but
just keep going at Sami Zayn.
Right.
I think that's now you need to bring.
I mean, even if you reconstitute the feud between him and Melo, you know what I'm saying?
I was about to say that. Let them go back at it.
You know, I mean, you know, that was hot and heavy in NXT. I mean, you know, even him and Javon. You know, I mean, it's with Sammy. I mean, you know,
Sammy's just stale right now. He's a stale piece of. He's the stale chip in the bag.
You need to put his token ass back up with the Fur family. You need to put him back with Roman and Uso.
Be an honorary bloodline member.
Yeah, right.
Because he's not feeling very Usi of lately.
Right. Hey man, that was some funny ass shit with it. Everybody in the ring broke character.
Yeah, like bro, what the hell is you talking about?
I'm talking about everybody in the ring broke character. I'm talking about Jay was literally crying. Jay was literally crying. Hey, Paul was over there in the corner. I'm talking about he was double overlapping so hard. Even Solo broke character. Everybody in the ring broke.
Everybody turned around like this. Boy. Everybody turned away from the camera.
Hey, boy, look at him. You want to talk about a one-liner that broke everybody.
He's just very elusive.
Right. That was one of the better character breakers I'm talking about ever. Let's see. I was impressed by Jade's WrestleMania performance. They say Jade is still. I'm trying to get. Well, they tried to when they brought her in, they tried to make her a face, and what I'm saying, she spent her whole entire time in AEW as a villain. And as you see now, I mean, it's like, what I'm saying, she right at home being a heel. That's her, genuinely arrogant, big, and that bitch. I still don't understand it. Why do you let her make a damn faction, then take the belt off her?
Yeah, I agree with that too. And then I agree also with you said. Like now, you just made them other two girls look that much weaker. Like,
Right.
come on now.
You got Michin and B-Fab, and I thought that was. I mean, it was a surprise. What I'm saying, it constitute. But I'm like, okay, I get this. The Storm faction, and then you turn around and take the belt off of her. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Why? What sense does it make? What sense does it make? It's especially with a faction like Fate. You knew you bringing up Fatal Influence. I mean, that's a feud right there in itself. Now, what does that make with no belt? You know what I'm saying? And no glue. You know what I'm saying? You got Io and Ripley and tag matches all over the damn place when she should be in defending the belt. If you gonna have her active, let her defend the belt on a Monday night, on a Sunday night, on a Saturday night. Let her and JB goddamn fighting all the motherfucking time. You gonna have her active like that, but instead of in these goddamn, what I'm saying, having her and Io in these matches, these tag matches together.
Yeah.
You gonna have her in these, 6-woman tag matches with Flair and Alexa. I mean, and then you teasing tension between them two. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, come on. What are we really doing? I'm just saying it got to make sense. You got to, the lethargic ass creativity. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. I really don't know.
Being goofy.
Well, let's get down to let me see. I'm gonna put it up here. Yeah, what did I do with it? What did I do with it? Did I bring it in? Did I bring it in? No, I didn't. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah.
Bro, I got that. Look, bro, they got the popcorn and internet over here. My shit keep going in and out. Goddamn it! So that's why I keep leaving. But you sending me goddamn threatening messages over here. Do y'all know that Sam Prince me real bad? All of his subscribers, Mr. White. He's he's a bully and he's very aggressive.
Those are lies. I am not a bully. I'm
Do I need to show screenshots?
There's
I think we need to continue whatever the topic is, Mr. White.
There is no evidence to the contrary that I am a bully. None.
Freshman.
I'm Bennett and I ain't in it.
Okay. All right. That's cool. I respect that. I gotta respect Freshman on that. So let's what the topic about? 'Cause I was damn sure about to implement
The
him.
top 10 technical wrestlers ranking.
Of all time.
It,
Now,
it depends on what area you grew up in because it depends on who you saw. That's how it's gonna break that down. Because
yeah. You hurry up through that disclaimer because I'm looking at this and I'm like, there's a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 motherfuckers that should be on this list that ain't.
what list do they got?
You see it on the screen?
Okay, you know my goddamn, my eyes got them.
It's Bret Hart at number 1, Kurt Angle at number 2, Shawn Michaels at number 3.
He can bump down the list. He was more of he was good technical, but he was more of a showman.
Daniel Bryan, number 4.
Okay.
You got Chris Benoit, number 5. You got Eddie Guerrero, number 6. Mr. Perfect at number 7. William Regal at number 8. Dean Malenko at number 9.
Dean Malenko, he a trainer.
And then
He trained
AJ
a
Styles
lot
at
of
number
them.
10.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
that's not a bad list. That's not a bad list.
Speak for yourself.
It's not a bad list because a lot of those guys' names, everybody who I see up there is deserving of being on the top 10 list. It's about their placement.
I mean, the mere fact that now Briscoe brother is up there, Brian Gagne, goddamn, Rick Martel,
You got to think about the folks the audience they talking to, Sam. The audience they talking to, they ain't talking to a bunch of niggas my age and your age. They talk to a bunch of niggas. They talk to a bunch of niggas freshman age. It's just that simple. Yes, those guys that you're mentioning were very good, sound technical wrestlers.
and one that was one of the greatest world heavyweight champions of all time, who I feel is a very underrated technical wrestler in Harley Race. I think he should be on this list.
He could be argued to be on this list.
You know what I'm saying?
At least three of them 4 horsemen could be on this list.
Yes, Arn, Tully, and Rick could be on this list. Mr. Wrestling number 2 could be on this list.
What about Taz?
Who?
Taz.
Taz was more brute. Taz was more in the I mean he was a technical wrestler. He was a technical wrestler.
Bruno Sammartino Sr. I'm just saying, Bob Backlund. I'm just saying, I understand your point too, True. When you go to making lists like this, there's some homework that should be done. There's some homework to shit that should be done. Hell, the middle Von Erich brother Kevin. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Shit. Ted DiBiase. I'm just saying. No disrespect to what's on this list, but when we go to speaking in all time, and then everything on this list is late 90s to 2000s. I have a problem with it. I have a problem with it.
I mean, it's
You know,
understandable.
you know what I'm saying? We yeah, Bob, yeah, prove it, Bob Backlund. You know what I'm saying? Gorgeous George. You know what I mean? Shit, we talking. We talking technical sound, arm bars, breaking it down, leg locks, and
What about
saying real crisp with it. You know what I'm saying? And there's not a Briscoe to be found or a Gagne to be found. Holly Ray. I'm just saying.
what about a Sting?
Sting,
What would you classify him as?
mm,
Yeah, I
it's
think on the game, because on the game, I think they have him as a as a technical wrestler on the game.
and but he was more power than he was technical.
Okay.
And I'm telling you something about Sting that a lot of people either forget or don't know. Sting started out as part of a tag team. Now, bitch don't even know who his tag team partner was then.
Mm-mm.
Ultimate Warrior.
Makes sense.
They came in as the Blade Runners. In AWA, matter of fact. Yeah. Damn, his ass went out again.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, you could prove it. You could add Great Muda to I mean as well. Um. The Great Kabuki too. You know what I'm saying? Rick Steamboat. You know what I'm saying? Nick Botwinkle. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. When you go to have these type of conversations, that you narrow it down to one era and a half, and I'm just like, you can't do that. You can't do that. There are some old school cats who we, I mean, Larry Zabisco, yes, deservedly so. Who I think should be higher up on this list. I said Ric Flair. I said Ric Flair. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
who on a bit?
you know, but I mean, you know, Flair started out as a power guy. He didn't get technical, you know what I'm saying? Until he actually Flair actually stole his gimmick. The Nature Boy, yeah,
Mm.
he because you know what I'm saying, if Flair actually stole his gimmick, his whole persona, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying,
Pruitt
styling and
said
profiling, all of that.
Chris Jericho. What about Christian?
I, okay, I can give you a little technical, but he would not be in the top 10. Comparably so to all the guys that I've seen, you know, plus I'd say 6 of these guys that's currently on this list, he wouldn't be in the top 10. but I get, to my discretion, because I've seen a lot of wrestlers. I've seen, what I'm saying, the non-bruiser types. What I'm saying, that was explicit in all of the headlocking, arm bars, leg locks, being able to move, counter moves and things of that nature. That's what would be classified as technical.
So
Technique.
who on this list do you agree with should stay in their spot, and who needs to be moved?
Isn't that
Say again.
we Larry Zabisco should be on this list.
Who are you replacing him with?
Um, I, would- that, I know it's probably going. I think it's going to shake a few eyeballs, but I think Daniel Bryan is too high up on this list.
I mean, I was about to say, okay, number one, Bret Hart. We need to either remove or replacing, or
He could come off that number one perch. That's just me, considering the guys that I've seen. If we're talking all time,
Who are you replacing him?
I
with?
mean, there's a conversation to be had. There's some of the guys that I named, either one of the Briscoe brothers, either one of the Gagnes, Harley Race. You know what I'm saying? Either one of the three. There's an argument to be had for either one of the, Arn or Tully. Rick Martel, Ricky Steamboat. There's an argument for a few guys. Larry Zbyszko, William Regal. I mean, shit, for that matter, Mr. Perfect.
Okay. Let's move down to number 2, to Kurt Angle. We're going to leave him there. We're going to move him or replace him. Now, for me personally, if we're talking about technical wrestlers, I've watched.
I'm not taking Kurt off the list. But I see this is a conversation that could go on for a few hours. To be honest with you, because we're talking. I mean, you're trying to narrow down a specific type of wrestler in which I've seen a lot of in my lifetime. I mean, we can have some conversations about who should and should not be in the top 10. You know what I mean? A lot of the guys that I name, again, I think Harley Race is the most underrated technical wrestler ever. I mean, he could bruise, he could rumble with you, but he was a pretty sound cat at the technical stuff. Who held the belt, the World Heavyweight Championship belt, for many a moon back in the day. He could get bruiser with you, what I'm saying, and bloody with you. But I mean, when we're talking about a wrestling match, Lou Thesz, oh my God! Now you talking about who could be and should be? There is no bigger argument than Lou Thesz at number 1.
Okay, we'll put him as your number 1.
Yeah.
And they still need to get Kirk up out of it.
That Lou Thesz press that Stone Cold used to do. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of these moves that came from Lou Thesz. There's an argument for Owen Hart, God rest his soul. that could top 15, top 10. You know, shoot.
All right, well, let's go to Shawn Michaels then.
Where's HBK at?
He's at number 3.
Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Showstopper. See, here's where shit get tricky with him and Kurt. You know what I mean?
They 2 and 3, back to back.
Again, I mean, we're talking all time. Top 5 all time. Again, but this is a conversation that could go on for 2-3 hours. Giving the division, giving the genre, giving the area of expertise.
They must be going somewhere.
Sean, I'm not taking them off the list. I'm just saying
He's moving down to number 3 though.
When you see, that's why I said when shit get tricky with him and Kurt Angle, and then in some cases, the person that probably made this list prisoner of the era of the moment. You know what I mean? Because some of these people probably not gonna look as far back as the 60s and 70s, the 80s, the early WWE era, eras, late 70s, early 80s, or AWA, area, Florida International Wrestling, Deep South. The Nick Bockwinkel's, who I think Nick Bockwinkel it could arguably be on anybody's top 5 all time. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to get me to narrow it down, especially with some of the guys that I named, you could probably say HBK and Kurt would still be in his top 10, but they would. A matter of fact, Kurt, HBK, and Bret Hart would all have to move down, in my opinion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But with the likes and the history of the Harley races, the Luthez, you know what I'm saying? The Bruno Sammartino, Senior, the Nick Bockwinkel. I'm just saying, I'm just.
Okay. Well, we settled that the top 3 is not off the list, but they got to move. They got to make room.
With a Luthez and a Bob Backlund and a Nick Bockwinkel in existence. I'm just saying, in a Harley race. I'm just saying. All time. When we're talking all time, now we're talking about the era that they came from. Then you can leave them in the top 5. You can leave them where they at. But we're talking all time.
Yeah.
I can't even get concentrate with all time. The most technically sound wrestler of all time, and Luthez is not number 1, or Nick Bockwinkel, or Bob Backlund. You know what I'm saying? Jack or Jerry Briscoe or Vern or Greg Gagne is not in this conversation all time. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So let's move on to number 4. Are you keeping Daniel Bryan?
Daniel Bryan is not top 10. Period.
So he's off the list. So, okay. We can make that easy.
I mean, I love the Billy Goat, but we're talking I mean, if we're talking errors, he would probably still have to move down to 8 or 9. But we talking all time. He's not. He's not. No.
A quick little side note. Quick side note. Did you know the Dallas Mavericks really hire Dirk Nowitzki as their head coach?
Well, I knew that they had parted ways with Kidd, but I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't heard that. I haven't gotten anything across my notification. I mean, and I got NBA.com app. You know what I'm saying? And I did have the ESPN app. You know what I'm saying? And even with my Google locked up, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's came across. So I mean, if that is a thing, we'll be getting some. We'll be doing something on it. I mean, if they did, and if Dirk does take that job, I mean, more power to the Mavericks, and it's a great move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mr. Wide Network. You know.
Yeah.
We always got something coming. All right. So number 5, then. Are you leaving Chris?
Benoit?
Yes, sir.
Again, it's where it gets tricky. It's where it gets tricky. Again, this is where we're talking. We're talking era. He's on it, and he would be kind of sort of staying where he is probably. But if we're talking all the time, I think he would have to come down some.
So off the top 10, out of the top 10.
Again, but you talking about a 3-4 hour conversation, fresh man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is a long and extend.
We might have to extend this conversation to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I would love for Mike and Kev to be in here on this conversation, and Will. I really would, because I know I would be getting some pushback, but also it's some good dialogue. I mean,
okay, we'll do it like that then, OG. We'll
say, like I said, if we're talking era in the times that they were, if that that's a different conversation. But we're talking all time. That's a different conversation, because that's a wider scope. You know what I'm saying? It's a wider scope with the Luthez, the Nick Bockwinkel's, and the Jack and Jerry Briscoes, the Greg and Vern Gagnes. You know what I'm saying? Larry Zbyszko, Regal. Harley Race. It's a wider scope. It's a wider scope. Kevin Von Erich. It's a wider scope. If we're talking all time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like this list, especially in the scope of its constituted. I like this list. But if we're talking all time, there's no way in hell that Brett, HBK, and Kurt Angle are 1, 2, and 3 all time. It's not, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm showing my age right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm keeping it a book.
It's not showing your age no more. It's showing your knowledge. It's a difference. See, it takes time to gather wisdom. You just don't pop out with it.
Appreciate the acknowledgement, man. I'm just, I'm just, trying to put some names out there, where people can understand the context. So some of the guys that did it before these guys on a high on a just as high level or higher level. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Mike and them in here. We will talk to
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Prove it. See, I agree with that. This list, as it is, sits as it sits, is it is. If you're talking, you know, the time frame, the 20 or so years that this list covers, you know what I'm saying? You might have something. I mean, I mean, the fact that Kurt Hennig is it? I mean, and Hennig goes back, you know what I'm saying, to the mid to late '80s in WWE. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mr. Perfect has a pretty nice technical resume. You know, Rick Rude, God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But again, we're talking the era and the scope of what the guys on this list, you know what I'm saying, come, you know, and I love AJ. I do, but all time,
top 10.
All time,
yeah.
Top 20, mate. You know.
Okay. Let me ask about my guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Guerrero.
Eddie,
is he staying in the top 10? That's all I need to know.
It's a hard conversation, man. It's a hard conversation.
You can't tell me you can't tell me Viva Raza is not in the top 10.
It's a hard conversation.
I can't accept that. I can't accept that, OG. Mr.
Again, this is one of those things. We're talking about the era that he was in. There's a strong possibility he may need to move up. But we talking all time against some of the greats that did it before. We talking all time. That's a different thing when you're talking all time, bro.
Yeah.
Top 10 all time. You know, that's why when people go to talking, you know what I'm saying, the Mount Rushmore wrestling, man, and, you know, first of all, with me, that the Mount Rushmore to me would be Flair, Dusty, Harley Race, Hogan. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't, if you know, Hulk, Flair, Dusty, Harley Race, if your Mount Rushmore ain't consistent, you know, it's Mount Rushmore wrestling all time ain't consistent of them. I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't understand what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I was a huge fan of the Attitude Era. You know what I'm saying? The Rock, Stone Cold, H and them. I am, but we're talking all time. Now there's a conversation to be had. You know what I'm saying? Once I mean, there's still a conversation to be had on that level. You know what I'm saying? With some of the, you know, in comparison, you know, the Takers and the Rocks and Stone Colds, you know what I'm saying? With those guys. You know what I'm saying? With those guys. I've seen a few eras of wrestling, man. I've seen a few eras. You know what I'm saying? To be able to have the, you know, matter of fact, okay, we're talking, you know, saying Mount Rushmore, Andre, Hulk, Dusty, Flair, Harley Race. I argue with your mama. Argue with your mama. You know, I stand on that all day. You know, but if we're talking about Mount Rushmore of eras, You know, saying that's a different conversation. That's why that's why I'm standing where I'm standing, saying, with this list, you know. Yeah, I mean, saying, when we're talking all the time, like I said, it gets tricky with a couple of guys. It gets tricky. You know what I'm saying? Pooh said, OG low key cutting the promo. We talking all time. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You messing around with a 3-4 hour conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about a 3-4 hour show. We talking all time. You know what I'm saying? I'm again, and I know a lot of people ain't seen the guys that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Even growing up through life period, and I get that. That's why I say, we had this conversation. Get your notebook out, what I'm saying? Get your computer up and Google the names. Pull up some tape. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And I have love for everybody that's on this list. You know what I'm saying? But when you talking all time, that's a different conversation, man. That's a different conversation. I got love, mad love for the Hitman, for the Heartbreak Kid, you know what I'm saying, and the Olympian. But all time, there ain't no way in hell. All time, 1, 2, and 3, all time, no sir. No, sir. There's some conversation to be had. When Luthez or Nick Bockwinkel or Harley Race, you know what I'm saying, and Jack and Jerry Briscoe and Greg and Vern Gagne. I'm just, there's some conversation to be had. We talking all time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, this is one that's going to have to spin the block, and we get the complete panel in this motherfucker and go to blows, because I hear where you standing there, especially with Eddie. I get there. It's a conversation. It's a conversation, it's a dialogue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew that it was gonna be that. That's why I was telling the guys earlier, man. I kind of sort of need y'all, come on in this conversation. And we gonna have to set that up. I'm gonna sit down in the chat with them and, hey man, y'all gonna be involved in this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Prove it to top 10 all time. That's a different conversation. When you talking top 10 all time technical wrestling, that's a different conversation. It's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? Again, I got love for everybody on this bit. But I mean, Daniel Bryan, he getting kicked out the club.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan.
He get kicked out the club. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I'm all in on it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we are talking all time, bro. We talking all time. I'm just saying. We talking all time. This is a different conversation, man, because it's a wider scope. It's a wider scope, and you know what I'm saying, especially the guy that did it beforehand at that level and over and above that level. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, you talking top 10 all time, and you don't have Luthez at the top of the list. Nick Bockwinkel? Are you kidding me? We're talking top 10 all time technical wrestlers. Come on, people. We got to keep it a buck. We got to keep it a buck. We talking a 2-3 hour, 4 hour, possible shit. You know what I'm saying? If we getting into it. You know what I'm saying? We been here. I be pulling some names out of a hat like a motherfucker in here on this right here. You know what I'm saying? We really want to get into this. You know what I'm saying? Into this on this, and where guys should be or where they should fall, and where would they land? You know what I'm saying? I, you know, I'm just keeping it above. But if we're talking the scope of who's on this list right here at the time that it covers, I mean, I you might have a point, you know what I'm saying? And then even still, Daniel Bryan get kicked out the club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he definitely
You
did.
know, and honestly, AJ is fighting to hang on to the 10 spot. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. In the 20 to 25 years scope that this list covers, Daniel Bryan is kicked out of the club, but AJ is fighting for his life to hang on that 10 spot. That's just me.
He hanging on to the ledge.
Yeah. There's a little movement. I think, William Regal, there's conversation of movement up. Dean Malengo, there's conversation of movement up. Um, you know, yeah, I would argue, um, that Arn Anderson should be on this list. Larry Zbyszko should be on this list. Bob Backlund should be on the. I mean, we're in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Yeah. Just saying. I hope I put some things. What I'm saying. In perspective. What I'm saying, on this, because like we definitely gonna have to spin the block, and I'm gonna get in here and talk to the bros and be like, hey man, this particular topic, we need a whole panel. You know what I'm saying? The wrestling crew. You know what I'm saying? They need to be all the way in here on this, especially if we talking all time. Yeah. There's some conversations to be had, bro.
Yeah.
There's some conversations to be had. You know what I'm saying. Um, you know, on that fact. I mean, just saying. I'm not. I ain't trying to be. Because I know some of these youngins that might be sitting there or watch this or might get in their feelings. And no, it ain't no disrespect. I'm just saying. If we talking all the time, shit. That's a whole nother yonder. That's a whole nother that's that ain't something that's gonna get talked through in an hour or even 2 hours. Because just saying, I'll be like, y'all, you pull up to the chat and have your tablet or laptop, or you pull your phones up and be Googling some of the names I'm going to throw out at you. And look at some tape, look at some resumes, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm forced to narrow it down to this scope of this particular time period, you know what I'm saying? There's still maybe 2, 3, guys that probably should be on this list. I mean, you know what I'm saying? A Ricky Steamboat, Larry Zbyszko, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Arn Anderson or Tully Blanchard have arguments. Ric Flair, to some large degrees. Shoot, there's some conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's gonna be some conversation because it sounds like you about ready to stand on the soapbox for already.
Yeah. I already know who I will move around and kind of shift and move for my from my eyes of who I from this list and probably who I would have to go and look up and see
Mm-hmm.
a couple of other guys that I really liked and I felt like they'll probably be on this list. I tell you now, Dean Malenko, Mr. Perfect, Daniel, yeah, they'll probably and AJ, they'll all four of them will be going off this list.
Well, I mean, Miss Perfect, Miss Perfect was kind of sort of an X factor, yeah, because he could maneuver in both facts. You know, what I'm saying, whether it was brawling or if it was just flat out getting down. In the, what I'm saying, in the technical of what I'm saying, all things concerning arms, legs. I mean, that perfect plex was real now.
I mean, well, I'm gonna technically drop his ass perfectly off my list. That's what we gonna do. He can perfectly be off my list.
I mean, him and Rick Rude as a tag team was a formidable technical tag team.
Mm.
Once again, RIP to the Rude one, who had one of the better DDTs.
Mm.
Just to name a little bit.
Is Roddy Piper a technical wrestler?
He was in so many brawls. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Where would you place it? What type of? I mean, he could get technical. Early in them early 80s. Roddy he could get down. You know what I'm saying, with you technically. But in those brawling with Hulk and Macho and Camp Patera and Paul Orndorff, another name, who could go power with you, but could also got them get technical with you.
What about DDP?
Who, Diamond Dallas Page?
Yeah.
Okay, much love to the Diamond Cutter, but no. No. He was one of those tweeners. He had some technical. He had some technical ability, but not like that. Man. Not like that.
Okay.
Not like that. He the bang the Diamond Cutter. You know what I'm saying? Could. I mean, it was wonderful and exciting. But
Jermaine Freeman came in with some of the people you was talking about.
Mm-hmm. What happened to Greg? I said Ricky Steamboat, Rick Flair, Greg, the Hammer. He will be on that underrated list of mine where I got Harley Race. I think Harley Race might be the most underrated technical wrestler of all time. Because he could do that. And Greg Valentine will follow that because Greg, you know what I'm saying, he could, as well as brawl with it, he could get down on the mat and go move for move, hole for hole with you. So, again, it's a lot of conversation. It's a lot of conversation.
Now that I know, knowing Rick was a technical guy.
Yeah. Rick started out on the power side of things. And then see that see now you finna start a whole nother show. We talking about Ric Flair. We could talk about Ric Flair before the plane crash, and we can talk about Ric Flair after the plane crash. Those are two totally different wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Two totally different wrestlers. Flair and Flair had some of the greatest. You could go back and Flair and Steamboat 1, 2, or 3 are some of the greatest matches ever.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Flair and Race, and Flair against any one of the Von Erichs. Flair and shit, Martel, Backlund, goddamn. Shit. Flair's resume against some of the greats, the earlier greats, which is something to beat. That's a 2-3 hour show by itself.
Mm-hmm. See, I've Jermaine Freeman. I said something about Taz earlier. Yeah. What about who was I just thinking about? Fluff. Macho Man. Was he technical or was he power?
See, that's why Mike need to have his ass in here, because it take Mike to give you that Macho Man conversation. My Macho Man conversation probably would be a little different from his. He could get technical, but I think he was more of a brawler than he was technical. That's just me. But Mike would more than 100% probably tell you a different, from my perspective on Macho Man. In that aspect. You know what I'm saying? And then like when you're talking about HBK, if you're talking about HBK, you know what I'm saying, Midnight Rockers, you know what I'm saying, HBK was, it was totally different from Heartbreak Kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, the Showstopper, Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? As a tag team specialist before he went solo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was a high flyer, bouncing, jumping, flipping as a part of that tag team. You know what I'm saying? Open up tape. He went solo, and you know what I'm saying, he had some great matches, after he went solo, you know what I'm saying, which, coined the nickname the Showstopper. You know what I'm saying? His matches against Bret Hart was some great ones. Now the Montreal Foolery, which the country of Canada still hates him for to this very day. You know what I'm saying? When they stole the belt from Hitman, that day was still living in infamy. But I mean, man, it is like I said, man. This conversation, we definitely gonna have to spin the block on it and get 6 Man and the Mad One to get the Senator in here, and get Truth in here. You know what I'm saying, and probably 1 or 2 others in here on this conversation. on this debate, on this dialogue, because I mean, you know, we're talking again. We're talking all time. It's that's a different conversation. You know, when you're talking all the time and you ain't got Luthez or Nick Botwinkle or either one of the Briscoes or either one of the father or the son Gagne, you know what I'm saying, Bob Blackman, you know what I'm saying. I mean that again, that this could go on and on and on and on and on to narrow it down. You know what I'm saying? All time top 10 technical wrestlers. That's a different conversation. There's some moving and shaking going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a moving and shaking going on in this conversation. And it's probably going to get a little heated, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of these guys. I can see, you know, this young man is going to be standing on this soapbox about old Eddie.
You know, we bringing that Latina heat.
You know what I'm saying? But, hey, man, look, we appreciate y'all guys for tuning in, you know what I'm saying, for the makeup show. We will be back on next week at its regular time, a regular day. And we're gonna see because I'm, you know, because we gonna see because we may have to go into the creative boardroom on some things, and you know what I'm saying, and double up on because I want to these type of conversations. The strong wrestling, you know what I'm saying, fan panels need to be involved routinely, you know what I'm saying. So we'll try to, you know what I'm saying, conversate, you know what I'm saying, with the powers that be and see we got the, you know, and upgrade an already, you know what I'm saying, good product, you know what I'm saying, to get y'all the real of the real in these type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? You know, we appreciate everybody tuning in, and conversating and giving your thoughts, you know what I'm saying, on it. We definitely gonna double back and spin the block on this, and get it in there hot and heated and heavy, you know what I'm saying. I mentioned him, Freeman. I mentioned Owen Hart too. So yeah, we gonna, you know, make something happen on that. I seen your trailer on the Bleach anime spot.
Yeah.
I had me looking that little show up. I was gonna you know, sit down for a few episodes and get on. I got to get you. You know, you got, you know, some stuff. You done did some stuff on there. I'm trying to look up so I can catch up and be on my point when I go to have a conversation on that shit with you. You know what I'm saying? But y'all be on the lookout. We definitely gonna be. I think we're gonna do some NBA playoff watch live tomorrow. Gonna get some Braves over the weekend done. It's been life, and you know, so the way things went this week. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm definitely gonna be doing double duty over the weekend, you know, doing some UFL and Braves action over the weekend.
I think Coach is back this week.
Yeah. So I mean, y'all be on the lookout for all of that there. Got anything you want to let people know about Fresh?
Yeah, I'll be dropping some more of this anime. Continue to watch the pages. You never know what content I'm gonna drop. Actually, I drop stuff late at night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how I caught that bleach trailer.
So you never know. Just stay tuned.
And if you ain't watching, go on Braves Vision. The Braves are currently up 2-0 on the Marlins in the first. It just got started. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we going to keep it definitely going to keep it dirty. And we always keep it real with ourselves. Let the next choice be your best choice, man. Hey, for the freshman, the almighty freshman, the people's OG, a.k.a. Mr. White, man. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.
Yeah, check the mic. Word up. OG Big Sam holds the crown. With the fam, we run the town. Mad Monday with the general. Every move is fundamental. Wicked T Wednesday. Fridays high noon madness. Master content agility. Avoiding all the sadness. Always tune in to the network. Mr. White.